Alright, I kind of was spacing out there. Let me hold on one sec. I wanted to have some music playing while I did this, but I don't want it loud. Let's see. Wish Sunday Guy was here. He's usually the one who helps me make sure things aren't too loud, or I have something odd playing, or something's odd is happening, but he is busy working. Okay, so I think that should be playing music. I'm going to turn it down a bit so it's just like background. I don't know if this is too quiet or still too loud. I don't think anyone here is to tell me, so I'll do right there. Actually turn it down for me too, which that would probably make it even tough. I could probably turn this up now. Okay. I think there is okay. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so we are, or I am, going to do some TryHackMe lessons because I am rusty in my cybersecurity skills. And so I kind of want to start from the beginning just to kind of oil things up and get me reminded, because it's still there. It's just really atrophied. So this is probably going to be like basic stuff for a little bit as I go through the lesson. Like, I think this stuff right here is just like, oh, these are what the different kinds of things you could do with cybersecurity is. And sorry, I was playing with my fidget spinner and it just dropped. I flung it across the room on accident. And I lost my train of thought. ADHD this morning. Yep, it's high. Okay, so as I was going to say, it's I think it's okay though, because I imagine some people who might watch this are new, might not know what exactly cybersecurity is or what you can do, not just for hacking, but everything to prevent the hackers or just things being leaked on accident or whatever. So I'm just going to go through this anyway, even though I probably know it all. So, yep, TryHackMe is a website where you can learn how to do cybersecurity. They have different rooms and stuff that you can practice your hacking skills or other cybersecurity skills on. And I'm doing, let's see, the Learn tab. They have a roadmap, which isn't loading for some reason. Oh, here it is. Okay, so like, if you're like super new, you would start off here with like pre-security. It would be like learning computer skills or whatever that you would need to build on to start cybersecurity. And then that's kind of just like the 101. And then the actual paths. I'm doing the penetration testing path for now. I might eventually do security engineer, possibly in the future, just because I'm a purple teamer in a way, because I do both development and testing, I guess. Testing the security of things, so it would be good for me to go and do the other stuff in the future. But for now, we are going to focus on red teaming, which is offensive security, which means testing out to see if you can break into things. So Junior Penetration Tester is what we're starting with. So once I finish this path, I'll have the practical skills required to perform security assessments against web applications, enterprise networks, and Active Directory. So I do web applications mainly. I've kind of done a little bit of the other stuff, which I think this Junior Penetration Tester will touch upon that. Not just web hacking. So that will be kind of more newish to me because I did the web application penetration testing. GWAP, GX certification, I got that one, not the other one. So I guess we're going to start with start your cybersecurity journey, offensive security introduction. Offensive, think like a hacker. Offensive security is about thinking like an attacker to find weaknesses before real hackers do. In this room, you'll hack your first website in a safe and legal environment to see how ethical hackers operate. So, which term describes simulating a hacker's actions to find weaknesses? No. Go away. Distracting me. Why won't you close? There you go. Okay. Offensive security. This is called a flag. And I check it to make sure that you... Oh. Really? That was the room? That was a short room. No, that wasn't the room. Okay, so this room uses a virtual desktop to simulate a real system. So a browser will automatically open displaying Fake Bank, a fake banking application. This is what you will be targeting. So here it pops open on the side. Here's the Fake Bank website. Guess I can't make it go wider. Okay. What is the bank account number in the Fake Bank application? Let's see, right here. Bank account 8881. Oh, hurrah. Okay. What happens if I click start next room? Does it not let me finish what I was doing? Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird. Because I'm not done with the room yet. Okay, let's open the Fake Bank again. Fake Bank. Okay, so we're going to find a weakness, that's our goal, in the Fake Bank application. One common mistake is leaving hidden pages accessible. So we're going to open up the terminal here on the machine. Here's the terminal. And you will be using this to run the first hacking tool, Dirbuster. So we're going to find the hidden pages using dir or directory buster at fakebank.thm. Okay. And we're going to run it. So now it's scanning the website, and so these are the pages that it's found that are accessible to the internet. So the question, it says it found the images directory, and the other is the bank transfer page. So fake bank.thm bank transfer. And it's going to pop over again, being like, hey, you won you've completed it. So I'm going to have to hit back again. Hopefully it doesn't do that for every lab. Okay, back to what we were doing. Okay, so we found a hidden admin panel when we go there. So bank transfer. Oh. Yeah. So it's an admin portal. Looks like we can deposit to our account. Remember it was AAA1? Let's get some money in there. I'm staking, as it says, try 2,000 or more. And we're going to deposit the money. Oh, here's the flag. Bank hacked. Oh, it's all caps. Haha. And it says, go here and check if it transferred. Oh. More in the hole. Just curious. It's supposed to deposit to it. I don't know why it did that. Check again. I don't know. Whatever, I found the flag. Okay, now we're finally done with that room. Yay! We completed it, finally. Okay, let's do defensive security room. Which, you know, I don't know why we'd need to do it, but it'll be good for you to know. Okay, so what does a defender actually do? Imagine right now, somewhere hackers are quietly testing a company's website, secretly exploring ways to hack into their computers. These hackers are sneaky and full of tricks. The people whose job it is to notice these hackers, protect the company, and stop the hackers are called defenders. So you will get to experience being a defender in this room. No experience needed, just curiosity. What does a defender do when a hack is detected? Investigate and stop the hackers? Or start hacking back? I think it's the first one. Correct answer. Oh good, it's not being like, oh, you finished the room. All right, something looks wrong. Let's get right into the action and have you experience a real security dashboard like a defender would use. Click the green View Site button, and there we go. So this is the security dashboard, and these dashboards contain all sorts of information. Defenders call these alerts, and it can tell the defender what is happening on the company computers. The skill of a good defender is being able to recognize the important alert out of the noisy ones. So let's look at the dashboard on the right and review the recent alerts. Someone is poking at the admin pages. That's pretty suspicious. So this looks like it's the most suspicious alert on here. In fact, it looks like it's the only alert. And San Jose wants us to check it. Let's investigate. Oh. We're supposed to put what? Let's go back to alerts. This is where it's coming from. This is the IP address. 32, 122, 195, 63. Can I just paste it? Yep. Okay, good. And we got a correct answer. Awesome. What do we think what they're looking for? I think they're looking for admin pages and logins. Oh, and our backups. So here's what it gets even more interesting. In cybersecurity, it's important to have an open mindset. So thinking about how a hacker works can help us in our defense. Hackers can be aggressive, sneaky, or both, from quickly trying many ways to break into an organization to confuse the defenders to being careful, quiet, and waiting for the right time to strike. So what are they trying to do? So what is the latest one that they found? I guess this one, because it says most recent. The admin page. I don't know why I did that. Okay, paste that there, and we got the flag. So now we're supposed to stop the hack. So this is the satisfying part. We now know the hacker, who the hacker is and what they are trying to do. Defenders can use a range of techniques and tools to take steps to stop the hacker in their tracks. This is what you'll be doing now. To stop the hacker, we will be blocking their access, slowing down how quickly the important pages can be accessed, and turning on protection so that another hack like this cannot happen again. But to stop the hacker... Oh, I'm reading the page. Ugh. I'm reading the paragraph again. Stop it. Okay. So let's pick the IP address, which it was this one, 32, 122, 195, 63. So we're going to block their IP address. We're going to slow their requests, which means it's limiting how fast the admin pages can be hit. And we're going to turn on protection. It filters out these kinds of probing. All right. So we've neutralized the threat before they reached anything. And we got the flag here that appears. There we go. This is what defenders do. Now we're going to learn searching skills, aka dorking, I think. Okay, more than dorking. OSINT. Yeah. Intelligence work. Okay, this room will show you examples of popular websites and services that can be used to gather information for a variety of cybersecurity purposes, both offensive and defensive. Whether you're hunting down an exploit, trying to understand how a tool works, tracking a threat actor, knowing where to search is just as important as knowing what to search for. Using the internet and its resources effectively is a critical skill in cybersecurity. All right, let's explore some of these services below. Shodan. Shodan is often described as a search engine for the Internet of Things, but that undersells it. So Internet of Things are like devices that connect to the internet. So it could be like, the flock cameras. That's how a lot of people are able to get in those flock cameras, is because of this website. But it's like from that to like, I don't know, somebody's hot tub that they have connected to the internet. But so Shodan continuously scans the internet, searching for networking equipment, industrial control systems, traffic cameras, and virtually anything else with a public network connection to see what's running and where. So, for example, searching Apache 2.4.1 will return a list of servers advertising that version in their HTTP headers, broken down by country, organization, and port. During a penetration test or vulnerability assessment, that kind of visibility is extremely useful, particularly when paired with a known CVE affecting that version. Shodan also supports its own query filters, which let you narrow results significantly. So, filter country restricts to a specific country code. Port filters by a specific port number or a range. Scope. So org is a scope results in a named organization or ASN identifier who owns a range of IP addresses. Host name matches against a specific host name or domain. Okay, so we're going to go to the website. It's a Shodan simulator. Try scan me. So we're going to search for the term Apache. And Apache is a popular type of web server, if you don't know that. And we're going to look at the first entry within the list to answer the question below. So what domain is associated with this IP address? 1.8 or 185.243.115.47. Host name or domain. TryHackMe.thm. Okay, we got it. So now we're going to do virus total. I don't think I can close this unless it's this. Yeah, okay. So virus total collates results from over 70 antivirus engines and website scanners into a single interface. Submit a file, a URL, a domain, or a file hash. Virus total will tell you whether any of those engines have been flagged as malicious or not. Whilst not foolproof, Virus Total is a popular resource in the blue teaming community for obtaining a general consensus on suspicious files and links, as well as for gathering intelligence on new threats on the move. So let's open up their simulator for Virus Total called TryDetectMe. So we're going to search for the file invoice_payment.exe. There we go. So it looks like there's 52 security vendors detected this file. Oh, look, Sunday guy. He brought me a soda. Thank you. Just taking a moment to hydrate. Okay, where were we? All right, I'm gonna burp. Okay. Nope. It's still coming. All right, we're gonna review the information that has been provided, a list of security vendors that have identified the file we have provided as dangerous. So determine how many security vendors. Well, we have it 52. Man, that soda's like really making me burp. Okay. There we go. 52. Cool, cool. All right. Now we're going to do vulnerability databases. So the common vulnerabilities and exposures program is the closest thing the industry has to a universal dictionary of known vulnerabilities. Each confirmed vulnerability is assigned a unique identifier in the format CVE year number, such as CVE 2025 55182. Yeah. 55,182. If the vulnerability is impactful enough, it may even get a moniker. You may have heard of vulnerabilities such as Heartbleed, React to Shell, and Log4Shell. These vulnerabilities are given a score, CVSS, based on a variety of factors such as the impact, meaning what damage can this vulnerability lead to, the complexity, is this vulnerability easy to exploit or not, the availability, how likely is it that someone can exploit this. So organizations use scoring like this to prioritize their level of risk, addressing the highest scoring first. These identifiers function as a reference point among vendors, researchers, security tools, and documentation, ensuring that everyone discussing a vulnerability refers to the same issue. Websites like ExploitDB compile this information along with proof of concepts, POCs, which are scripts capable of demonstrating the vulnerability. So for this section, you will be interacting with TryHackMe's vulnerability database. So we're going to look for this CVE 2026 1337. Late. If I can type it right. Oh, 17. Not 2 sevens. Okay, it's a really, really high score. So what CVSS, Common Vulnerability Scoring System classification, did the vulnerability get? It got a 10. It's a critical SQL injection vulnerability. Okay, now technical documentation. This is what I say in my FAQs of how to learn cybersecurity, is to learn how to read documentation like your life depends on it. So this is one you really need to pay attention to. So each major security tool or platform provides its own documentation, which is the most reliable and up-to-date than any third-party tool tutorials. So when you're troubleshooting unexpected behavior or trying to understand how to use a tool in a certain way, the official documentation should always be your first stop, not your last. So the Linux man pages. Have you ever come across a command line tool or command that you're not familiar with? Linux manual pages have got your back. These pages serve as documentation that you can read within your terminal about any command on Linux and a majority of cybersecurity tooling. So to view the manual page, run man command, for example, man nc. Netcat, yeah, that's what it is. So we're gonna go to the terminal. And I guess we're going to look for the manual pages for Netcat, which I guess they already put NC in there for us. Or man, not NC. Okay, so we're going to look for an example that allows you to open a connection for host.example.com on port 42. So here's the examples. Right here, nc host.example.com 42. All right, and then GitHub. So it took me forever to like understand. Whoops. Oh, what did I click on? I don't know. GitHub repositories and like how to like navigate them, because it's confusing if you're not like used to it, but eventually it made sense to me. But it's also a great resource for staying updated on the latest threats and vulnerabilities. Researchers often publish proof of concept code, exploitation tools, and detailed technical reports there, which are usually faster than official channels. So searching for a CVE identifier directly on GitHub often reveals repositories containing POC code, scanner scripts, or detailed analyses of the vulnerability. That said, not all POCs are equally reliable. Some are incomplete, some are intentionally flawed, and occasionally a POC repository is malicious itself. Always verify what you're about to execute. And that's for like anything on GitHub, not just POCs. All right, so this is the final portion. We're going to interact with a repository on this one. This fictitious CVE. All right. So we got a proof of concept here. And we're going to read the README, which is usually the description that they have here at the front page of the repository. And the question is, what is the name of the script in the repository that will demonstrate the vulnerability? So the description of the Apache Web Portal SQL injection. It says critical SQL injection vulnerability exists in the Apache Web Portal versions 3.2.0 through 3.4.5 that allows remote attackers to execute arbitrary SQL commands via the user ID parameter in the login authentication module. This vulnerability can be exploited without authentication and may lead to complete database compromise, including unauthorized access to sensitive user credentials, session tokens, and confidential application data. All right, so it shows which ones have been affected and where it's been patched. And it looks like this is the name of the POC script. Exploit.py, which is right up there, shows the file. So we will just copy that as the flag and paste it. And there we go. We did it. We completed the room. All right. Let's go to the dashboard, just see where we're at. So we finished the first part. Yeah, I am in the Bronze League now. Let's see, we're at the learning paths, because I think we just finished. Oh no, we're at not the paths, the roadmap. Oh. Okay, we finished this first section of the start your cybersecurity journey. So cool. Then I'll be going into actually doing real more, instead of just like being like, oh, this is penetration testing, we're going to do some stuff. Like actually doing a pen test. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be fun. Just like jumping in between things. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. I'm getting kind of tired. I think next Wednesday, if I remember, and I'm going to put a reminder on my phone, I'll be doing this again, and we'll be going into the penetration testing foundations. And yeah, but if you're interested, I'm streaming tomorrow. Going to be playing Fields of Mystria at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Other than that, I'll be posting next week's schedule on Discord and try to remember to do it also on social media. So keep an eye on those. Otherwise, have a good weekend. and I'll see you next time. Bye.